Salute. Peace, peace, salute. Whoever's in here, peace and salute. Oh shit, that's mad cars that way. Damn. My phone. My fault, y'all. The phone fell. I don't have my phone holder. What up, Philly OG? I already know you don't care. You ain't voting. We already know. You ain't voting, but peace and salute to you. I just wanted to see, who's voting for who. You know what I'm saying? Or if people are not gonna vote. You know what I mean? If they're gonna reserve their vote because they don't like none of the candidates. You know what I'm saying? To me, at the end of the day, it don't matter who we vote for. You know, all these political parties are funded, you know what I'm saying, by APAC. Don't matter if it's the red side or the blue side. You know, I vote for us. What up, Mike? I vote for us. That's who I want to put my vote for. Not them. I want to place my vote for us. You know, that's who I want to vote for. For us. Not for them. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to vote for them. You know? Yeah, and the little Durk arrest, man, you know? Some people are shocked about it. Some people are sitting here justifying for Durk, saying, oh, he changed his life. You know, he got right with Allah, you know, and stuff like that. And it's just like, so after all the dirt that he did, and he knew this was going to happen, so now that makes it right because he joined a religion. Does that make him a holy person? Does that make him a better person? A lot of people do that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people be doing a lot of sinning and they go to church every Saturday and every Sunday. Does that make them holier than thou? You know what I'm saying? Because of that? No. If you're still sinning, you know what I'm saying? But you only go to church on Saturday and Sunday thinking that makes you a better person, then you're bugged out. You know, need to get your mind right. Because that don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? Just like a dude went on a platform and was saying that Durk was passing out turkeys in Chicago and stuff like that. And I'm like, so that makes him a good person because he's passing out turkeys? That's why I done said on your platform, Philly OG, like, some people got to change their mindset. Because the things that come out their mouth, pause, don't even make no sense. For a grown man to say, well, he's a good person, you know, I'm from Chicago, and he was passing out turkeys and this and that. So that makes him a good dude all of a sudden now? Because he's passing out a couple of turkeys? And that person that's saying that obviously don't know. A lot of people do good, right, for the community, and it's genuine, and it's from the heart, and it's genuine. But a lot of people do it for a tax write-off. If you got enough money, you can go to a grocery store and get 1,000 turkeys. You know what I'm saying? And they're going to charge you wholesale. You know, and you could use that as a tax write-off. You know, when you filing your taxes, you could be like, hey, I gave the community where I'm from 1,000 turkeys. Does that make you a good person because you did that? You know what I mean? This dude was rapping about he's on demon time. He got a song called Evil Twin, you know, paid for people to do hits and this and that and all this other stuff. And people are justifying for him. Like, Durk is stupid to me. I don't feel bad for him. I don't. Because there's a lot of people in the communities where we live at and where we from that is super talented, and they wish they could just get a shot, just one shot. You know what I'm saying? Just one shot, or for somebody to just give them an opportunity. You know what I'm saying? A lot of convicted felons can't get no jobs, you know, and they just want that one opportunity, you know. And you got a person who's talented, who has a skill, he could rap, you know, make millions, but you got all these knuckleheads in their mindset as a 32-year-old. Because I'm pretty sure he was older than a lot of them. You know what I'm saying? If not more than half of them, he was older than. So when do we change our mindset? Because we all be talking this, the street is a myth. We all said the street shows no love and all this other stuff. We all know that. But when do we change our mindset and do better and be better? So I don't feel bad. I don't feel no type of way for him, you know, getting arrested, or, you know, his homie snitching on him. And that's another thing too. People don't know how to separate certain things. If you're in the streets and you doing dirt in the streets, you're living the street life, you don't have to be a gangbanger, but you just in the streets, you're selling, you're moving work and all this other stuff, and you tell on someone else that is doing the same thing as you, that's considered ratting, that's considered snitching. But a normal civilian who's paying taxes, who's a 9-to-5er, who goes to work, you know, sees a crime happening on their street or in their neighborhood, and they call the police, that's considered telling. But even then, it's not wrong for that person to do that. So people be mixing those two, you know, together, and it doesn't mix. It just doesn't make no sense. If you're not living a street life, and you go and you call 911, you tell the cops that someone's committing a crime or committed a crime or they doing something, that's not considered telling. I mean, that's not considered snitching or ratting, because you're a regular civilian who's paying taxes and go to work. You know, it's kind of how they say in certain neighborhoods, they got the neighborhood watch. You know what I'm saying? The neighborhood watch means it's the people that's in that neighborhood that's watching for anything, any illegal activities going on, or anything deemed to be a crime. You know what I'm saying? So people don't know how to separate the two, and I find that crazy, that a regular civilian who's paying taxes sees you about to steal a car and they call the cops on you, and somebody's gonna say, oh yeah, the guy across the street, he snitched on me. No, he didn't snitch on you. Yeah, he called the cops and he told on you, but that's a civilian. That's what civilians are supposed to do. But if you're in the streets and you're doing street activities, you know what I'm saying? You moving some work and all this other stuff, and you know your man got arrested and you got away and your man told on you, yeah, that's considered ratting and snitching. Like, we're in an era where this generation doesn't care about that. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about who's snitching and stuff like that, because there's really no, you know, some of these teens don't live on, you know, integrity, morals, and respect. You know what I'm saying? So I don't even need to mention loyalty. There's really no loyalty out here. There's never been any loyalty in the street. Yeah, you could find, you know, a couple of guys or a couple of people that is loyal to you, you know what I'm saying, that's in the streets and stuff like that. But that's where we go wrong, you know. A lot of people be holding other people down, you know what I'm saying, and when shit hits the fan, you get told on. Are you shocked? Are you surprised? You know, because a lot of people play in the streets, or I should say, they play in the mud, and they don't want to get dirty. If you play in the mud, you're going to get dirty. But when do you wake up and clean yourself up? You know what I'm saying? And say, yo, I want to live. I want to have children. I want to start a family. I want to get married. You know what I'm saying? I want to live a better life. When do the mindset change? That's my question. When do we start changing our minds? You know what I'm saying? And I hear a lot of talk about, you know, well, there's no guidance. There's no this, there's no that. Listen, I be mentoring Some of these dudes don't listen anyways. If they're not listening to their parents, what makes me think that I'm any better or I'm any different to where this young man or that young girl is going to listen to what I'm saying? Some people have to actually get burned, you know what I'm saying, for them to learn. I know I was stubborn. I knew I was hard-headed. I grew up with both of my parents, but I still chose a lifestyle to live at that time. You know, a lot of people be like, oh, well, this child's lost because he comes from, you know, a single parent background. Not all these teens and not everybody comes from a single parent background. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of the youth that comes from a two-parent household. You know what I'm saying? They got great working parents, whether it's middle class or trying to become middle class. They hard workers. You know what I'm saying? What's the title they give them out here? Blue collars. They work hard for everything that they got. You know what I'm saying? And they trying to raise their children to be, you know, good, outstanding men and good, outstanding women, you know, or young ladies and young men. Now, if that child grows up to be a young adult and chooses, you know what I'm saying, to do wrong and roll with a certain crowd, there's nothing you could do, you know, because a lot of us was sneaking out late at night when we knew our parents went to sleep and we knew that it wasn't going to come in our room and check up on us. You know what I'm saying? So we knew, oh yeah, at 11:30, you know, I could sneak outside and go chill with the fellas. You know what I'm saying? Or it might be a young woman, young female, who's like, oh yeah, at 11:30, you know, my parents are already asleep. They snoring. So I'm going to sneak out, you know, and stuff like that. I knew a girl that I went to school with. I think this was middle school. And, you know, she would dress a certain way, which was conservative when she left the house. But in her backpack, little body parts and stuff like that. And then when school's about to end, she'll go in the bathroom and change back into them conservative clothes that she left the house in. You get what I'm saying? So when these teens leave their house, you don't know what they doing out there in the streets. You just hope and pray that they doing good. You know what I'm saying? You just hope and pray that they pick the right friends to hang around. You know, the friends that's gonna empower them, that's gonna uplift them. You know what I'm saying? If they're about to do something wrong, that friend could be like, nah, I don't think you should do that. But who's doing that? You know what I'm saying? We all grew up wanting to be part of the in crowd. You know what I'm saying? And be popular. I don't care who you are. When you was in school, you wanted to be with the in crowd. You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. We all been there and done that. You know, but when does the mindset change? You know? So no, I don't feel bad for a multi-millionaire rapper who came from the hood, who came from the struggle or whatever, and he never changed his mind. Sometimes some people get in too deep. You know what I'm saying? Some people get in too deep. But again, if people do their research, they would see that there's over like 10 people that stood next to Durk that died. There's like over 10 people that stood next to Durk that's in jail, in prison. You know what I'm saying? That's got a lot of years. That's locked up. You know? By the time they get out of these prisons, they're going to be like 50 years old. You know what I'm saying? So is that when you want to change your mindset? When you get slapped with 60 years, 80 years? You know what I'm saying? And stuff like that. Because once you in there, you in there. And that's where a lot of people be like, yo, I wish I didn't do this and I wish I didn't do that. We all been there and done that. You know what I'm saying? We all been there and done that. But when do you grow up mentally? I'm not just talking about age-wise, but I'm talking about mentally. When do you grow up mentally and want better for yourself? You know what I'm saying? I remember when I was young and I was wilding out, there's certain great characteristics that I have, or I had at the time, that I didn't see in myself, but other people seen that it was there, that was trying to get me to tap in, you know what I'm saying, to that positivity, you know. But until you actually go up north, which I call the forced vacation, because it's not a vacation that you actually want to take. It's a forced vacation. And you're sitting there having conversations with, these older gentlemen that ain't gonna ever, get out to enjoy their freedom. That's telling you that the only time they're gonna get out this prison is when they're dead. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna zip them up in a bag and take their body out that prison and send them to the morgue and then to the grave. You know what I'm saying? So when does the mindset change? I remember when I was young, I was asked, like, where do I see myself in 5 years? I forgot how old I was. I couldn't even answer that question because I didn't see that far ahead. You get what I'm saying? A lot of these youth don't see that far ahead, because they're not around positivity. They're not around people that's uplifting. They're not around people that's empowering them. They're not around people that might see the greater good in them. Like, say some kid is a baller. There's not a lot of elders or older people that's around them to be like, yo, just stick to your basketball and focus on basketball. You might make it to the NBA one day. You know what I'm saying? You can, buy your parents that house that they always wanted. Things like that. When do the mindset change? Because it all starts and ends with the mindset. Some people don't even have no dreams. I believe we all dream, but again, some people don't have an imagination. Some people don't see far ahead. They don't look far ahead because they thinking about the now. That's all they know is live for today. You know what I'm saying? They're not thinking about tomorrow. And I know tomorrow is not promised to us, but that's how we got to think. What's up, y'all? I'm driving, so I can't really read the comments, but peace and salute to all of y'all who's tapped in. But so when does the mindset change? Again, I'm watching some platforms last night, and people are like, oh, I feel bad for Durk and this and that. How do you feel bad for someone calling himself a demon? How do you feel bad for somebody, rapping in songs saying he's an evil twin? How do you feel bad for someone putting hits out on people? Like, how do you feel bad for that? Of course, we don't hear no rappers talking about their God and all this other stuff, but when does the mindset change? Because last time I checked, when that's the frequency you putting out there, that's the energy that you putting out there. That's what comes back to you. It's universal law. If you're going around being an asshole to the world, what do you think is going to come back to you? What do you think is going to come back to you? If you out here, you know what I'm saying? Again, putting out negativity, what do you think your life is going to become? You know what I'm saying? But if you walking around, you trying to spread love, or you spreading love to the world, then that's what you're going to get back. That's that's universal law. We're taught the word karma, but it's really universal law. It's the energy and the frequency. It's how you carry yourself. You know what I'm saying? If I go into a room and I got my face screwed up and my chest poked out like I'm the toughest guy, someone in that room's gonna humble me real quick. You get what I'm saying? But if I go in that room and I'm spreading love to strangers that I don't know, hey, how you doing, man? How you doing, bro? How you doing, bro? Hey, how you doing, miss? You know what I'm saying? What do you think you're gonna get back? You're gonna get back that same energy. It's universal law. It's common law. You know what I'm saying? That's the thing that I find crazy, that people are making excuses. People are praising this guy, saying, oh, he don't deserve that. How can someone from his camp snitched on him? Well, are you shocked? Are you surprised? Because for me, it's been the same story I've been hearing for years. It's just different people, different cities, different state, It's like watching the same movie, but just with different actors. So why would I be shocked or surprised? Why would I feel bad for someone who was given an opportunity You know what I'm saying? To make something of himself, to get out of a certain situation that he grew up in, and he fumbled the bag. You know what I'm saying? He fucked up his opportunity. Why would I feel bad for someone like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot of people sitting on wasted talent. There's a lot of people that's skilled in a lot of things and they ain't doing nothing with it. You know what I'm saying? They're not doing nothing with their talent or their skill. Yo, T Wriggles, what's going on? What's up? Monique Hill, peace and salute. You know what I'm saying? So it's just like, come on now. It is what it is, man. But I'm about to get off on here, man. You know, I gotta go handle some business real fast. You know, do my 1-2. But I'll chop it up with y'all later. Peace and salute to all of y'all who tapped in. I appreciate that. All right, I'm out.